Hello everyone, it's Dio from Firm But Fair Gaming, bringing you another Diablo 3 video. Welcome everyone. Today we're going to be talking about Paragon farming. So what is Paragon farming? So Paragon farming is the quickest and most efficient way of climbing your Paragon levels. So here in Season 25, I am 26, almost 2700. And in previous seasons, I've climbed 3K, 4K, and I think even one season I had 5K. So Paragon climbing gets pretty time consuming once you get up into the higher levels being probably, I would say, around the 3K mark. 2K is relatively simple to get to. 3K a little bit higher. So at the moment at level 2,694, I need 313 billion experience in order to level up, so that can be a little bit. And when you get up to the higher levels, like obviously it takes longer and longer to level. So we want to cover the quickest and most efficient ways to level up. Because of course, Paragon, after you reach level 800, is every time you level up, you get 5 points to put either into dexterity or, well, I should say your primary stat or vitality. And so that is going to add up into damage. About every 100 Paragon levels after level 800 is 500 points into a primary stat. So if you put it into your main stat, which is your damage stat, that is going to be about 60 to 80,000, sometimes even over 100,000 damage on your character sheet. So Paragon farming is pretty essential, especially when you want to clear the big rifts and if you want to have fast times in those big rifts. So let's talk a little bit more about it. So when Paragon farming, there is a slight difference between doing it solo and in a group. So when you're doing it solo, you only get the benefit of your own personal, if we scroll down here, bonus experience per kill. And you also get 20% of your bonus XP off your follower. So of course this follower is not wearing any, but you could equip your follower with the Hope cane set. So if we go here to our blacksmith, so if our follower was wearing the Kane's Destiny, then we would be getting the 5% bonus here at level 70. So we would gain 20% of the additional bonus experience from our follower, as well as any plus experience they have on their gear, like if there's any additional monster experience on kill. So I'm trying to find one here. So here on my bow, monsters kills grant plus 246 experience. If our follower had that, we would get that as well. Additionally, if we want to compare for solo versus group, when you're playing multiplayer, for each additional party member that you have, you get an additional 10% experience for each player. So if you get 2 people, then you get 20%, 3 people, 30, and so forth. Or with a plus bonus of 30% with a party of 4. So I guess I misspoke there. With 2 people, you get 10%, 3 people, 20%, and then with 4, you get the 30% full XP. Additionally, you get a percent, like the experience gains. So on for my character, if I go back here, if I go to my character sheet, my bonus my bonus experience per kill is 713. My bonus experience is 4.3. That stacks. So that also stacks for the group, and you benefit from the collective pool that everybody has as well, which will help you level up a lot faster, which is what people run if you're doing seasonal and you're used to it. You'll see speed runs going all the time, and that's why people group up, is because of that bonus XP. It helps them get through much faster, climb the levels significantly faster than what you could do on your own. So what are speedruns? So speedruns are either you can do it solo or in a group, and they are greater rifts that you can do in under 3 minutes. So as you can see here, I just jumped into a quick one. I just did a low one of 75 just to show the point. But the idea is that you are able to go through this rift so quickly and just clear it with such ease that really all you're doing is farming experience. You're not going to really be farming gem levels doing this. You might be at the start of the season, but really you're just farming experience. So as you go through here, you're just going to be killing absolutely everything, and you're doing it in such a quick manner that through killing the mobs and elites that are in it, you're getting a ton of experience in a fast manner, as well as when you're closing the rift, you get that bonus XP. So the idea is that you want to complete this in under 3 minutes, because basically once you start getting over top of that 3 minute marker, you're going to start to drop the efficiency rating. So if you can do it in 2 minutes, that is incredibly quick. You can probably boost it up a little bit, because ideally you're more likely going to get more XP if you go up a few greater rift levels and get close to 3 minutes, because the mobs are going to be worth more experience, as well as when you complete the greater rift and turn it in, you're going to be getting more experience from that as well. So like I said, ideally you want to be around close to the 3 minute mark. 2 minute means it's too fast. Over 3 minutes means you're too slow. So you got to look for that magic number and find the greater rift that works for you. And you want to be able to do it where you can go through with ease. You shouldn't die. You're just farming it. Everything should basically die as soon as you enter. Like here, like everything is just blowing up as soon as you walk in. And that's kind of the idea. You're just flying through it. So speed builds primarily focus on movement, because you're just going to automatically kill everything anyways, because due to the gear, the bonuses or gems that you have. And so you're focusing on movement to be able to just fly through and get to find elite packs, because that's basically what's going to push your progression through the rifts and spawn the guardian so you can kill it, collect your loot, and move on to the next one. So there we go. We just wrapped it up. So it took us 2 minutes and almost 8 seconds to complete a 75, and then we get our bonus XP for turning it in as well. So to show the math behind this, if I just show here, so Max Roll is a good website here. So for example, we were at 1500 Paragon, we want to hit to 2000. We were doing greater rifts at a 110, it's just us. It was taking us 3 minutes to complete. We had 60 seconds downtime in town. Downtime is very significant if you are spending 10 minutes between runs. That sounds excessive, but you know, every minute that you're wasting, like if you spend 2 or 3 minutes between runs, that could have been another run that you're getting experience. So you want to minimize your downtime. In speed runs, they generally do 2 runs, empty your inventory, and then go again. So basically, as soon as you're out, you're back in. So you maybe have 10 seconds of downtime there. And then the next time when you go through, you might have the 60 seconds of downtime, clear your inventory, spend your blood shards, and then power the rift up and go again. So that's how speeds work. So anyway, sorry, I got that off topic there. So anyway, so here we currently 1500. Our desired is 2000. This is just a quick calculation. So we're doing 110s in 3 minutes. We had 60 seconds downtime between. We weren't pooled. We can ignore this because really we're just looking at this number here. We have 1.57 trillion XP per hour. So now let's drop this down to 2 minutes and say we were doing 105s. So actually here we're a little bit higher on our levels for our XP. So as you can see, we're up to 1.64, so a little bit quicker. But if we had to drop this down to like a 100, so now we're at 1.28. So 1.5, we're a little bit better. At the 1.64, let's say it's taking us 2.5 minutes to do the 110. So, and then we would be up to 1.79. So really the magic number, as you can see there, it just, if we can get to just under 3 minutes, so 2.75 was better than a 2 minute clear, I believe. So there we go, back to 2 minutes, so 1.64 for the 105, and then if we got the 110 at 2.75, we're slightly higher. So the magic number looks like if we can do it in faster than 2 minutes and 45 seconds, then that's where you want to be, because then you start to get the incremental. And as soon as you start getting close to the 3 minutes, maybe drop it down a level or 2. And if you're getting it too close to 2 minutes, then you want to up it, because again, this is exponential over time. The longer you spend doing this, so like let's say if you did this for 1 hour, well, I guess that would make sense, 1.67, but you know, the more time that we're doing this, the longer that it's going to take. So if you're farming for consecutive hours at lower efficiency, it's going to take you far longer to get to the end result as if you had been more efficient. Just makes sense. It's simple that way. It's exponential. So if we were getting, 10 billion more XP an hour over 10 hours, then we have 100 billion more XP, as opposed to if we had been farming at the less efficient way. And that's going to equate over the long run of a season. It's going to really turn into the difference of hundreds of Paragon levels by the time you're all done. So there are certain items that we can have that will increase our experience gains as we're going along, because of course we're going after maximum XP. So we may not, we may be able to take some liberties with our gear, and as we're going to be so quick and everything's going to be dying, we can be a little bit less powerful and more focused on the bonus experience. So you may not need to have a gem in your weapon, and if that's the case, or if you're lucky enough to be a class that dual wields two weapons in your second weapon, you could put a gem of ease. And if you can't dual wield and you can easily kill things without your soul shard, then you could put a gem of ease into your primary weapon, and that way when you kill a monster, it grants up to whatever level your gem of ease is, bonus experience, and that'll help you level even faster. It does make a difference in the long run. If you're doing speeds for hours and we're playing for days and weeks throughout the season, this will pay dividends in the long run. Additionally, there are other items that have bonus experience on them. So you could use a Hellfire Ring, which gives you the 4.5 bonus XP when you're at level 70. And there's also a Leoric Signet that also has a bonus XP on it as well. And then also, if you can really afford it, you could wear the Kane's Destiny set here that you could equip on your follower for the 5% bonus XP at level 70. And if you are doing speeds just by yourself, you could equip this set onto your follower and then put on a Leoric's crown instead of a broken crown, and put your ruby in there, because of course the ruby gives bonus experience in the helm, so you could give that to make the 20% bonus that you're getting from your follower even larger. The last thing that we want to cover in this video is pool farming. So when you are over 3,000 Paragon, when you're like in or even higher, and pools become quite significant in your journey. So you'll find that when you're doing speeds or farming like GR 150s, when your Paragon is that high, or whatever you happen to be farming at the top level with the group, they may want to go search for pools. And the trick here is you want to be quick, because of course time is experience in this scenario, so you don't want to waste too much time. So there are a few areas that are dominant for having pools. One of them is the Southern Highlands, and usually if you're in a group, you would just spread out, like here's one here, and you would be just looking for that. You would tell the group that you found a pool, and then everybody would go to that and click the pool. And then there's also another spot that's in Leoric's Manor, right there. Sometimes it's over in this corner as well, but if you find the health one, oh, here we go, right there, like I was saying. Sometimes when you find the health one, that means that there won't be another one, but we found a second one right there, so that's pretty sweet. And after Leoric's Manor, where is the cemetery? This is another spot, so it would either be down here or up on the side, so we're not seeing one there. That would be it for Act 1. Then in Act 2, we would go to the Howling Plateau. And it would usually be right up in this area here. Or sometimes you would find it over here. And if it's not in any of those, there's one more spot that you could go to. It's a bit of a journey, so usually your fastest moving person would go take a look for it on this one. And it's all the way across. You would go across the bridge, and it would be right where this shrine is. So after that, so that one would be done. Then we go into Act 3. Just going to go in here. So sometimes there would be one right here. There's not, so you may want to just peek forward a little bit. There's not one there. And then we go to the battlefields. And for the battlefields, it is located up here. Not seeing one there. So just go down, back down here. So that's another one of the locations. Sometimes there are some here, like there would be one potentially just up there, but it's not there. So moving on. For the Tower of the Cursed, it would sit right here. It's not there, so we're moving on again. So those are the quick and easy pool locations. Additionally, if you have a Bovine's Bardich, like this, Some groups will use this because you can go throw it into the cube, and this will require, and there'll be 2 pools in here. So groups will go in here and they just spread out looking for the pools. So there would be 1, you'd collect that. And there's always 2 pools in here. And you're just looking for them, and once you find them, everybody would be in here while you're looking for it. And there's the second one, so then you would be done, and then you would just all zone out. I could remember where the door was, which was over here, and then you would turn in whatever rift you were doing, and then progress through. And then once everybody was through their experience pools and they'd farm all the usual spots for pools out in the axe, then you would just new game it. So go back out to the main menu and then start a new game, and then there would be new pools available, and then you would just rinse and repeat, where you would go back in and do more speeds, get rid of your XP pool. Don't die. Dying sucks. You would lose all your bonus XP, and then you would just go back and do your 2 speeds, and then you'd go back to looking for more pools. So just rinse and repeat. That's all there is to it. Do 2 rifts. Clear your bags. If you are farming for bonus pools as a group, then you would go look, find one, turn in, do 2 more rifts, empty your bags, go look for a pool, 2 more rifts, rinse and repeat until you're either done for the day or done for now and whatever. And that's pretty much how speeds work and how the pools work when you're pool farming as well. It's important to note that you can, if you knew you're going to be doing speeds and you had a little bit of downtime, you could farm pools in advance. You can only have 10 pools maximum of bonus experience stored on your character at one point in time. So you would just go look for the 10 pools, and then when you started your speeds, then you would be using up that bonus XP. Again, can't iterate enough. If you have bonus pools, try not to die. You lose all your bonus pools that you have stored, and that just really sets you back, because the bonus pools can really jump your experience quite significantly. For example, if we go back to the max roll here, if we had been full pooled, for example, so we were at 1.67 per hour, it jumps us to 2.4, and that's quite significant. So make sure you don't die if you are fully pooled, or if you have any pools for that matter. So this brings us to the end of our Paragon farming video. I hope you enjoyed the video and we were able to learn something and share this knowledge with you guys. If you have any questions or comments about what we shared today, or if you have other Paragon farming techniques that you use, we'd be happy to hear them. As always, we really enjoy making these videos for you guys. We appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes. And I hope you're enjoying Season 25, and good luck, and we'll catch you in the next video.